hallmark of K-State's rise under Bill Snyder has been the Wildcats' ability to bounce back from adversity. The handful of losses that have dotted the Wildcats' record recently have all been followed by impressive wins the next week. This year was no exception, as the Wildcats stormed into Missouri and routed the Tigers 35-10. Offense, defense, and special teams all played a part in this one.
Again, shotgun for Kavanaugh. Looks, sets, waits, throws over the middle. Pass caught by Andre Anderson. 35-30. Anderson's got some running room. 20, 15, 10, 5. Andre dives. Did he get in? Touchdown!
Like coming into the season, they was like, well, got to get you as a consistent starter, And then at the first two games, it was kind of off and on. But that Missouri game, I first scored, and it would start coming on. I started coming into plays, started making plays. And those three little games that I had, it kind of helped me out a lot with my confidence. And like every game, I was just scoring, and I was like, well, it's a good job here. So, but the Missouri one, hey, that was McCaff hit me on the under, and it was just off to the races from there.
Canty back in the Wildcat 40-yard line, so K-State should get good field position here. Sebo gets the boot away, a low kick. Kenny's going to let it bounce. Now we'll pick it up at his own 42. Kenny to the 45, to midfield, to the 45. Kenny to the 40, 35, still on his feet, 30. Chris to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Chris Kenny goes in for the first Wildcat punt return for a touchdown since Andre Coleman a couple of years ago.
It was a low kick. I guess we had got some pressure. It was a low kick, and I ran up to field it, but it hit short and kind of took a big bounce, and all the time Coach tells me, to kind of loop around and wait for the bounce, and I looped around and waited for the bounce and picked it up, and everybody just started cleaning people up, and pretty much from there, it was nothing but green.
Scornia's got him up to the line of scrimmage on 4th down and 5. Split backs behind him. Twins to the near side. Scornia long count, back straight back in the pocket, sets, throws toward the end zone, pass picked off by K-State. It's Mario Smith to the 20, 30, 40, midfield.
I remember telling Chris Canty that I'm about to get an interception, and they were throwing slants. They threw a slant play before, which I could have intercepted, but Joe Gordon stepped in front of it. And the next one, I happened to step in front of the slant, and it was open field from there. And now I wired with a block on the quarterback. I was easy selling from there.
The Wildcats' second trip to the Lone Star State was monumental, to say the least. Texas A&M had only lost 2 home games at Kyle Field in the 90s. But K-State continued its outstanding play on the road with a stunning 23-20 victory. The Wildcats roared out of the gate to take a commanding 20-3 lead just 3 minutes into the second period.
Anderson and Lockett set to the far side. Canty to the near side, one back behind Kavanaugh. It's Lawrence. Back to throw is Bryant. Sets, looks, throws for the end zone. The pass is caught in the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown for Kansas State. Andre Anderson made a beautiful catch in the back of the end zone, and the Wildcats now go up 19-3.
We had to get out to a quick start to quiet that crowd, because it's a tough place to play. They've got 70,000 whatever fans screaming, singing, swaying, chanting. They do everything, and it's really hard on especially opposing offense. I'm up there trying to make my audibles and stuff, and I can't hear myself yelling hardly. So it was real important for us to come out and get that jump.
A late rally gave the Aggies a brief glimmer of hope, but K-State's defense rose to the occasion in the final minutes.
1 minute left in this football game. 23-20 K-State. A&M with the ball at the Cat 35. 3rd and 5. Stewart, two-step drop, throws over the middle, pass is caught for a first down. And inside, he fumbled the football at the end of the play, and K-State has come up with a football. Albert Connell caught the pass, but got popped at the end of the run. He fumbles the ball, and K-State recovers at the 18-yard line. 2 seconds, 1 second. K-State doesn't even have to take a snap. The Wildcats go to 6-1 with a win. Only the 3rd team to come into Kyle Field and win here in the 90s. The Wildcats are one of them. Put them in the books. It's 6-1 for K-State after a 23-20 win over the Texas A&M Aggies.
The Wildcats followed almost a similar script to victory the following week against Oklahoma. They burst to a big lead against a traditional power weathered a late rally, and then called on a big play from Chris Canty to save the game. The Wildcats took advantage of outstanding field position to score touchdowns on its first 3 possessions and build a 21-0 first quarter lead.
Offset eye this time on 3rd and goal. Kavanaugh with the signal, runs the option play, makes the pitch to Mike Lawrence, and Lawrence goes in for 6. Kansas State runs the option on 3rd and goal, and Kavanaugh with a pitch to Lawrence, who takes it around the right side and in. 3rd and goal, still an I formation for the Wildcats. Kavanaugh calls out the signals, turns and throws the ball in the middle. Touchdown for Kansas State. He finds Jared Grostinier, the tight end from St. Paul, a 1-yard pitch, and K-State now leads 13-0. 9 seconds left of the first quarter. Kavanaugh under center with 3 wideouts to the far side. Back to throw Bryant, looking, sets, throws, pass is caught by Andre Anderson for a K-State touchdown. Kavanaugh with a beautiful throw. Anderson shielded the defender, and the Wildcats go up 20-0.
By the time Brian Kavanaugh had hooked up with Kevin Lockett on this 33-yard touchdown pass early in the 3rd quarter, the Wildcats had built a 35-7 lead.
Eric Moore, who has been brilliant in relief today of Justin Fuente. Back to throw is Moore. Looking, now rolls the pocket. K-State chasing. Moore throws. A pass is picked off. Chris Canty with an interception at the Oklahoma 46-yard line. It's Canty's 13th interception.
The win was K-State's 4th in a row over the tradition-rich Sooner program and carried with it this historical significance. K-State became just the 4th football program ever to win 4 games in a row over Oklahoma. And for the 4th consecutive year, Tulsa native Kevin Lockett blitzed his home state team with 12 receptions for 157 yards and a touchdown.
It means a lot to me. I mean, considering I wasn't recruited by OU, I don't know why, but to not be recruited by them, be only an hour away, growing up there, and to beat them 4 years straight, it's really a good feeling inside.